Welcome back, students. This is the session 3 from the playlist of IIT JEE Mains Physics, part 1. The question for this session is written on this board, and the question here is a screw gauge has 50 divisions on the circular scale. The circular scale is 4 units ahead of the pitch scale marking prior to the use. So I have already drawn one small figure and we will be discussing about it. Upon one complete rotation of the circular scale, the displacement of 0.5 mm is noticed on the pitch scale. This is the pitch scale or the main scale. The circular scale is also called head scale. So here we have to find the nature of the zero correction and its value. So in the original question, we were supposed to find the nature of the zero error and the value of the least count of this screw gauge. But in this question, I have made slight changes. That is, we have to find the nature of the zero correction and its value, because by finding the zero correction of this instrument, we will be able to discuss about this zero error, and at the same time we will be also finding the least count of this instrument. So see here, the circular scale is 4 units ahead of the pitch scale marking. So this is the pitch scale, okay, and this is the this pitch scale or the main scale reference line, and here the circular scale is 4 units ahead of the pitch scale marking. That is when the anvil and the stud of the screw gauge are in contact with each other. Then in that case, the zero of the circular scale is lying below this reference line, as you can see it from this diagram. The circular scale is 4 units ahead of the pitch scale marking, meaning that this zero of the circular scale is lying below this reference line of the main scale or the pitch scale. So this instrument has got some zero error. Now first of all, let us discuss about zero error. Now zero error is observed when the zero of the circular scale is not coinciding with the zero of the main scale on this reference line when the anvil and the stud of that instrument are in contact with each other. So here you can see that the zero of the circular scale is not coinciding with the zero of the main scale, which is on this reference line when the anvil and the stud are in contact with each other. In fact, the circular scale is 4 units ahead of the pitch scale marking. So this is the pitch scale marking, and the circular scale is 4 units ahead of the pitch scale marking prior to use. That is when the anvil and the stud are in contact with each other. So in this case, if the circular scale is 4 units ahead of the pitch scale marking, it means that this is the 4th division of the circular scale, which I have shown it here. And if this 4th division is coinciding with this reference line, then the zero of the circular scale will be lying below this reference line. So when the zero of the circular scale is lying below this reference line of the main scale, when the anvil and the stud are in contact with each other, then it is called a positive zero error. So this is a case of positive zero error. And if this zero was lying above this reference line, then it would have been the case of a negative zero error. Now in the case of the positive zero error, negative zero correction is applied. Now what is zero correction? Zero correction is basically, it is the value which is subtracted from the measured value to get the true value of the measured dimension. That is, true value of any dimension is equal to the main scale reading. This is the formula which I am writing it here right now. MSR is the main scale reading. This is the main scale plus the coinciding vernier scale division. Sorry, coinciding circular scale division into the least count of that instrument plus minus 0 correction. Now, why I have written plus minus means if the 0 error is positive, then negative 0 correction will be applied. That is, then this formula will be equal to this. That is MSR, that is main scale reading, plus in bracket coinciding circular scale division into the least count of this instrument minus 0 correction. And if the 0 error is negative, then positive 0 correction will be applied. So in the case of negative 0 error, the formula for the true value will be equal to main scale reading plus in bracket coinciding circular scale division into the least count of that instrument plus 0 correction. So now in this case, the 0 error is positive. So therefore, the true value of the measured dimension will be equal to this. That is main scale reading plus in bracket coinciding circular scale division into the least count of that instrument minus 0 correction. So now we have to find, first of all, in order to find the formula for the 0 correction is, now 0 correction, which I am writing here as ZC, the 0 correction is equal to the least count of the instrument into the coinciding circular scale reading. Okay, so here in this case, first of all, we have to find the least count of this instrument, and we know the coinciding circular scale reading is 4. So only we have to find the value of least count. If we are able to find the value of least count, we can get the value of the 0 correction. Now in this case, since the 0 error is positive, therefore the nature of the 0 correction is negative. That is, so in this case, negative 0 correction will be applied. So now least count. Now first of all, in order to find the least count, we should know, because the least count of a screw gauge is equal to pitch divided by the total number of divisions on circular scale reading. So in this case, the least count will be equal to what? Pitch. Now pitch is the distance moved by the spindle in one rotation. So here it is written, that is upon one complete rotation of the circular scale, the displacement of 0.5 mm is noticed on the pitch scale. So since pitch is equal to the distance moved by the spindle in one complete rotation, therefore here the pitch will be equal to 0.5 mm and the total number of divisions is equal to 50. So this is equal to 1 by 100 mm, which is equal to 0.01 mm. Okay. So the least count is equal to 0.01 mm. Now 0 correction, first of all, in this case negative 0 correction will be applied in order to measure the true value. So we have already identified the nature of the 0 correction. Now we have to simply find the value. So value is equal to least count into the coinciding circular scale reading. So the coinciding circular scale reading, or the coinciding circular scale division is 4. So this is equal to 0.04 mm. So the zero correction is negative, and the value of the zero correction is equal to 0.04 mm, and the least count of this instrument is equal to 0.01 mm, and the pitch is equal to 0.5 mm. So I think you must have understood the solution of this question, and in the next session I will be coming up with a different type of a question, but it will be from the topic of this screw gauge, from the topic of zero error pertaining to the vernier caliper. So till then, I hope that since in this session we have almost discussed about the three important points, that is zero correction, least count, and the zero error. We have discussed about the positive and the negative zero errors, and we have also discussed about the zero correction and its nature, and how we can calculate the value of the zero correction and the true value of any measured dimension. So in the next session I will be coming up with the question based on the zero error, but that measuring instrument will be vernier caliper. So till then, have a nice day. Bye.